Okay, so here's a little project I'm going to do. I'm going to put two of these cans together here and make myself a wood stove on legs. Put the wood in here and chimney out on this back side and see if I can cook something on here. Just a little project. This is a little bit bigger than the camp stoves that I make. Let me show you the camp stove. So these are some of the camp stoves, if you see. These work pretty well. Okay, so what we have here is a whole bunch of coffee cans, and what I've done here is just cut the tops off of them with this opening here. We're gonna just cut down here little tabs and see if we can put these two coffee cans together. This is the plan anyhow. Once we take the top off and these tabs are cut in, we push them together, we will rivet them. We'll rivet them with steel rivets, not aluminum, so they can take the heat. Once that's done, we'll take a look at these little tiny hinges here. These are steel, everything is steel. See if we can put a door in this thing with some bolts. I have no welders, right, so this is all by hand, so most of us can do this. I have these little brackets here that will be able to keep a sheet of steel on here so you can cook on both sides. So this is 3-inch ductwork piping. We'll cut a hole in here, put this up here, maybe even have another piece that kind of goes off to the angle, and try to bend these under and maybe rivet those down too so they stay there. We're going to have to find a way to put some legs on here. Inside, I've seen people where the chimney comes out, put a little piece of flashing in there so the fire doesn't go straight up the chimney. It stays in here. And we will have a little shelf here of steel. Perhaps this stuff up here. Or perhaps something a little bit finer, like this stuff over here. That might even work better. So not sure which one to use, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so there we go. There's that off there. We'll round that off, put a little vent in there. That'll make a good door. Gonna have to sand that off there. Okay, so far I cut all those tabs there and I pounded these two cans together. As you'll see, they're pretty much solid in here. That rubber mallet really helps, and it looks pretty good, actually, to tell you the truth. You know, I am not the most precise person, so there's the inside. This is the, so far this is the lid, and that's where we are. I'm going to now put the rivets in here, drill some pre-drill some holes, and I'll probably put, it's pretty strong, so I'll probably just put 2 rivets each tab. I probably should put 4 each, but what the heck, I'll just put 2. Okay, hey, so far I've used 3 coffee cans for this, but you can see I've got a whole bunch more. So I think I'm going to make maybe 3 of these things. So let me show you what I've done. See if I can turn on some lights here. So this is the stove. I put a new door here, so it opens up. You can see in here. I haven't made the clasp yet, but the clasps go in here. Take a look at the rivets. Got some good rivets here. I took one of the cans and I cut it, and I pounded it flat, as flat as I could, and I bent over the sides. You see this? Okay, that is going to go on top of the stove like this. So kind of like that. When I put chimney here, this is going to go around the chimney and help hold the rivets on. Okay? Let me show you. Okay, so about $3 or so, $4. These are going to be the legs on either side, and we'll bolt them in there. The lid here, I decided to use these little corner brackets here. So when I put the lid on, that may not even work. We'll have to bend these at a tighter angle. So tighter angle here. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. You can see over here. I tried to rivet this, but the rivets weren't holding. So because this is a little springy, so I put in some screws in here and some bolts and some lock washers underneath. And you can see my chimney. One thing is it's pretty tight in there because I did some JB weld, and you can see I've got this this little bracket here that I made, and you can see what I did was I bent it this way so that when it fits on the can, it kind of curves. So one on this side and one on this side should be enough. And so you can see it's starting to take shape. And so when I get it on some legs, I guess it's gonna the legs are gonna have to spread out a little bit further than I wanted to. But I get my legs in here, and should be ready for a smoke test. So right now, all I'm doing, I've got a couple holes I want to drill here. This is what you have to do if you don't have a welder. this side. Okay, so when you put your hands in here, you gotta make sure you don't cut yourself. This is still a little bit sharp. I haven't smoothed it out. Okay, so you see, put a couple screws here, and this should hold pretty well, I think. I don't even think I need screws. That'll hold pretty good. Okay. Still have a little bit to do. I need to put another coat of paint on this, but high heat paint. I took a little piece of iron and bent it in the vise, and it just goes underneath this little nut system. And then I've got a little flue here, air intake. The legs worked out pretty good. I didn't get them completely flat, but I left one side kind of loose. So that's kind of it. We still need to put some grate in there. Here's the top where you can cook on, hopefully. So the next time we see this, the next video, I'll have it all finished, and we'll fire it up with some wood and see what happens. So I'll do that next weekend. Tell me what you think.